So next, that's the next example of induction. Prove that sum of 1 to n negative 1 to the power of r minus 1 multiplied by r squared is equals to the function on the right. Okay, so for this one is also proved by induction, so you need to use the three successive values of n being 1, n being k, and n being k plus 1. So what you need to do here is you need to prove true for n equals to 1. You substitute 1 both sides to the left and also to the right. So when you substitute 1 to the left and right, okay, so we are going to look at the left hand side first. If you substitute r here, which is n, being as 1, so you will reduce your value to 1. And then when you substitute 1 on the right hand side, okay, and you will also get your answer will actually reduce to 1 as well. So this shows that the left hand side equals to the right hand side. Therefore, it's proven that it's true for n equals to 1. Then for the next step, you move on to the successive value of n being k. Alright, so when n is being k, so you assume it's true for n being k, so you substitute your k with 1. Alright, substitute your n with k. Okay, so in this case, your n here becomes k. Your notation has to be written accurately. Okay, and then so you substitute your k into the right hand side, it becomes k plus 1 over here, as you can see, right? And then for the next step, this is an assumption. For the next step, you have to prove it is true for n equals to k plus 1. So this is the third step. So for k plus 1, you have to set your goal. So in order to set the goal, you substitute n as k plus 1, and this will be your goal. So at the end, you need to achieve this goal. If you manage to achieve this goal for the n equals to k plus 1, means the particular function is true by induction. In this case, you need to find sum of k plus 1. Obviously, is similar to, again, to the basics. When you need to find sum of 6 terms, it's as if you find the sum of the first 5 terms and then you add the 6th term individually. Okay, so in other words, it will be sum of 1 to k, which is the 5 terms that I'm say example is the first 5 terms, 1 to k, right? Which and this part here is actually already done in part B. Okay, and then you just add the individual 6th term to the sum of the first 5 terms. So for example, in other words, if it's S6 sum, right? We have learned arithmetic or geometric sequence in our previous. So sum of 5th terms is actually sum of the first 5 terms plus the U6 individually. Yeah, so this is what is known as. So